G'day everyone, welcome to another edition of the Big V podcast, Coach vs Coach. We've got Ken Epperson, the Hume City Broncos head coach, and Eric Minerve, Waverley Falcons head coach. Thanks for joining me, guys.
No problem. No worries.
Ken, you're up first, mate. First cab off the rank. At the beginning of 2012, I'm not sure if you kind of got this vibe, but perhaps the expectation for your team wasn't all that high. If you were aware of that, do you think that was somewhat fuel for your guys?
No, I think after the last couple of seasons and speaking with the guys, they felt like they've underperformed, and they just felt like they wanted to come out and give a good showing of themselves and show what they can actually do. And I think they, this year, has been, it's not a surprise. I mean, they have the ability to do it, but it's one though to be, the record we're at the moment, 6-2. I'm extremely happy with it and things, but I didn't expect we'd be there. But saying all that, the guys were, they were hoping to come out and play well and basically show what they can do.
Well, it has been a very good start for you guys, but Eric, you're sitting in 5th place at the moment. I suppose, what do you think hasn't gone to plan to date for your boys?
Oh, look, I think our current result is really a product of our preparation and I guess moving into the new season. I think we still are living through last year and the year before that.
Yep.
And this is a new season in a revamped league with new players and coaches, and we are really just struggling at this point in time to get wins, but taking it week by week, and we hope that we can be competitive this weekend.
Well, I think it's going to be an interesting game, but Ken, I suppose on their hangover from last season, if you want to call it that, they still do have a lot of guys to cover, a lot of good players. Who's the focus, do you think, defensively? Who you're most worried about?
Well, I think everybody on the bench is going to be a focus for us. But I know they're a very good team. I mean, they're a team, that everyone, has said, and I've seen them play, and they are a very good team. They're not, I would say, they're not firing on all cylinders at the moment, but, that's going to come. And this is a team that you have to, keep looking over your shoulder to say, oh, they're coming, they're going to be there, and then they're going to find their way. And once they do, and Eric's done a good job of, getting wins against teams, and like he said, it's a tough league, and you got to come out and play every game, and all you need to do is be down by 1 or 2%, and there'll be teams out there that are playing 10 or 15% better than they normally do. So every game is going to be tough, and you got to take what you can when you can get it and things. But defensively, I think against us, it's like Ivan. He gets up and down the floor. He's always active, and he's a player that every coach loves. I think because he just does the intangible things, and he's always working. He's always trying to get his teammates involved, and and he takes the shots that he has to, and he gets to the line. So really, he's a guy that at first you look at and go, yeah, we definitely have to target him, and then then you look at Danny Lewis and they go, oh, we got to target him, and I'm gonna show him age here. I mean, I actually played with his dad at 86. So
all right.
I haven't seen Danny play, but if he's anything like his dad, it's going to be a war, because I know our training sessions were an absolute battleground. He was just that good a player. So, and you got you got Sedell as well in there. So they're a very good team, and they won the last 2 championships, and you don't get there by luck and things like that. You get there by hard work and preparation, and this team will come out ready to play. So I have no worries about that.
Well, one of those players, Eric, that was mentioned is Daniel Dillon, and he obviously hasn't participated so far this season. How far off is he? We might see an appearance this weekend?
Look, the situation with him is he's still getting a final scan next week, and we're gonna know whether we will be able to participate for the rest of the season or not.
Okay.
Obviously, as a professional, we're looking at doing the right thing by him from a long-term point of view, and hopefully we'll be able to participate in the season. But at this point in time, we're unsure.
Okay. All right. Well, Ken, for your guys, one particular player that's stepped up in an increased role this season is Alex Bogart King, who came across from Eltham in the off-season. Probably didn't play as much as he would have thought, but he's actually put up some solid numbers. Have you been happy with his production so far?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Alex, I think he did actually the same thing Dillon done. You know, he had stress fracture in his feet at the preseason, so he was out all of preseason and things. But he stayed in shape and things. But yeah, Alex has been a kid who I've known since he was at Altona and things. We had him up at Sunbury playing for us, and we were sad to lose him when he went to Eltham. But he wanted to try in the championship. But when he wanted to come over, I was like, yeah, definitely come over, because he just has so much upside to him. Some parts of his game you think, what are you doing? But he brings like intensity. He brings, he'll play hard every game, and he's got a bit of a jump on him. So
Yes.
he's a strong guy, and he's it's one of these guys who just he's always looking out for his fitness and things. So I'm really pleased for him, because he's worked hard at it over the last 3 to 4 years on his fitness and his basketball, and it's just one of those things. Same with Ivan. He does some of the intangible things, and you just love it. Watching him play and things. And he's going to make mistakes, but you're like, yeah, that's okay. We can live with one mistake, because he'll make 8 good plays, that type of thing. So I'm very happy with Alex at the moment.
Well, he's having a good season. But Eric, I suppose the game plan heading in, Hume City have some seasoned campaigners. Let's call it that. It's guys like Damon Lowry, Jamal Brown. Is the plan to probably make these older guys run as much as you can and get out in the break and make them play D?
Well, look, I mean, like you said, they're very experienced. With Lowry, these previous years at Dillon and Eltham, he's always come ready to play against us and perform really well. I think if I earmarked sort of over the last couple of years, I think he's had the wood on Fidel in the games that we've played them. So from that point of view, we need to be ready to play in that particular position. Obviously Maybank as well. I mean, he's a prolific scorer on the perimeter and in transition, as well as Brown in the post. So we're going to have to work as a collective to identify, where they're getting their scoring opportunities, and hopefully we can make some adjustments over the course of the game.
Well, the Lowry thread battle, I think, will be a big one on this Saturday night at 8 o'clock at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. Get down there. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. Fellas, thanks for joining us. It's good to chat, and good luck to both of you on the weekend.